The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up. The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Haskins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
12 yards there and a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Ravens 0. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On second down, it's Smith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Haskins will throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21. Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 28-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Haskins on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Score, Falcons 35, Ravens 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Smith. Smith with a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle by Avonte Maddox.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A 48-yard attempt.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Tony Pollard. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
42.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and...
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Jason Sanders.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Second half begins with a run by Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Smith, the ball carrier.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
On the option, it's Jackson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This is Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
First and 10.
23 yards, the final tally. Now Haskins to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's Pollard.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The ball carrier.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down to... The 3.
Your Falcons 42, Ravens 10.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Robert Foster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Smith, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
Complete.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 3.
Haskins on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They keep it with Smith on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One last shot for Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
One final shot. They'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.